Testimony, cross-examination, and closing arguments have led us to this point. Jury deliberations will begin tomorrow in a high-profile double murder trial in Wilmington. Almonte Bell and Dyrell Green are both charged in the deaths of Breonna Williams and Cordrese Tyson. The murders happened at a home on Providence Road in July of 2021. WECT's Ariana Bertolotti has covered this trial since it began. She heard closing arguments yesterday and today, and Bell's attorney had the chance to talk to the jury this morning. Ariana, what did she say?
Yeah, that's right, John. Almonte Bell's attorney began her closing arguments by asking who killed Cordrese Tyson and Breonna Williams. She continued to say that the state failed to provide a motive for Bell to kill both Tyson and Williams. She tried to pick apart the prosecution's case, pointing to a lack of physical evidence tying him to the murders. And she questioned whether police even arrested the right people. Bell's attorney reminded the jury it is their duty to determine the believability of the witnesses. Trial was released early today due to a prior commitment with one of the jurors. Jury deliberations are expected to begin tomorrow morning at 9:15. Ariana Bertolotti, WECT News.